Hey, thank you for watching. My name is Eno Beviri. Again, I'm here to help you brighten your day. One of the ways to do that is to limit consumption of bad news. I'm going to start a website and I'm going to share just the good, the better, and the best things that are happening on earth. I'm going to do that in 2025. I've said it, I'm going to do it. Because I mean, even as a journalist, many times when I had to process news, it was kind of hard. Nobody talks about that. The damage it does to the journalist, the processing of bad news. It is a job. We love it, yeah, but there is that side that nobody really talks about, the dark side of journalism. So you want to consciously guard your heart. How do you do that? You put on your phone, you get on whatever site, and the first news you see isn't good. Two things you could do: log out, get out of there. Or you scroll down, maybe there's better news. But there's not better news. In fact, the one that you do that really hurts you is when you click on the news and you go to the comment section, where a lot of people who are not happy, drowning people, depressed people, people looking for other people that they can damage their lives, they are there in the comment section. You now get into the comment section and you're reading a lot of poisonous feedback. Funny thing is, most of these people don't even know the person personally. Do you understand? The people I know personally who are celebrities, I know where they live. I know them. I know their parents. I know their siblings. So if I'm reading something about them online, maybe because we've been out of touch or because I haven't really kept, you know, I wouldn't even comment, except it's a good thing, right? Congratulations. But if it's a negative thing, I would not comment because I know them, right? And it just doesn't add anything good to the conversation. But when you don't know people, you get into the comment section and it's a bad news story. Then you tune the radio, bad news story. You go on all the social media platforms, bad news story. So this is how you start your morning, bad news day. So where do we start getting the good news from if it's going to be bad news all the time? That's why you need to read your Bible. You're going to read your Bible because God is going to tell you something good about your day when you wake up and when you pray and when you speak into your day. So you start by speaking into your day. Oh, I'm in a hurry. Hurry to go and do what? Reading. Wake up earlier. Make it a habit. And then because we know that there's going to be a lot of bad news because bad news sells, people like bad news, people just do nasty things that will get on the news anyway. You want to follow voices that add value to you or that are going in the direction you want to go. Okay, for example, we're here now and you hear a beat. You don't want to dance to that tune. You're not going to go in that direction. You hear another beat. It sounds like, you start to calculate. Nah. Then you hear a certain kind of beat and it sounds perfect, the one you want to dance to. What do? You start to dance towards the beat, right? So check the voices you follow online. Check the pages you visit when you wake up every day. Check the pages you visit when you're on break. What are you looking for? Many times we're looking to be entertained, but what work have you done? What value have you given out to the world? What have you been paid for that day that makes you deserve to be entertained? It's a bad habit that many of us have picked because of social media. We just go online to be entertained. People are there learning, people are there developing themselves, selling their products, giving value, sharing, but you just go there to consume, to be entertained. And many times it's not the right kind of entertainment. And then you're wondering, why is my life turning out the way it is? Because you're consuming junk. Your eyes are the window, your ears, your mouth, even your nose. You smell food. This food, you go. You're not hungry. you now become greedy. You don't even know that you start to look for things that are not looking for you. Somebody was cooking their business or a restaurant, doing their business, making money. Just was this food, eh? Then you go in, you spend money you did not plan to spend. You hear something, none of your business. Keep moving. No, I know this gist. Hot gist. No, 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 no. Must get to the bottom of it. You're not even a news person. What are you looking for? And then you stop whatever you're doing and you pay attention. You know, I like the way the phrase goes, pay attention. You're actually paying. Oh, yes, anything that is taking your attention, you are paying for it with your life, with your time, with your energy. Because sometimes you pay attention to nonsense and then just find that you're drained. Where did your energy go? It went that way, where you paid to attend. You pay attention to stuff. The things you can learn online, finances, I can't get enough of that. Faith, I can't get enough of that. Skills, can't get enough of that. The lot of places you can learn for free. We'll get into that in another episode. The another thing I want is to practice gratitude. I was doing my podcast, I was recording and I just realized that I have bought 4 cars in my life. So let me tell you a very funny thing. I didn't start driving until 5 years ago. I think so. I learned how to drive when I was 18. My father made sure I went to a proper professional driving school, learned how to drive. I wasn't keen on it, right? So my sister, one of them, was keen on it, so she would always find a way to get the car and drive. I wasn't really interested. Then when I got out of university around that time, I drove a bit. There was this colleague of mine, just drive his car around the block. Then much later, but I never, ever really was interested in driving until a very long time. A very, 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 very long time. In fact, I even had colleagues saying, well, no, why are you taking taxis? Buy a car. I didn't need a car because I wasn't moving around a lot. So what's the point of owning something that depreciates that I'm not going to use for a long time? For regularly. So I just didn't, bother with buying a car. But in recording this, I just realized that I've bought 4 cars so far. The last 2 I've used a lot. I've had to use frequent use because of where I am, but it's 4. How many people buy 4 cars in their lifetime? Not a lot. So we need to learn how to practice gratitude. Think about the things that are working for you. Be grateful for them. Say it out loud. Speak it out loud. Count. That's why the Bible, count your blessings. The psalmist or the hymn. Count your blessings. Say them one by one. And it will surprise you what the Lord has done. So things are not usually totally bad for anyone in this world. Even Job, when he lost his family and his fortune, he had a wife. He still had a roof over his head. He still had friends. Not a bad finish. All right, thank you for watching. My name is Enoch Beverly. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Enigma City. WhatsApp, +234 8036 828585. Let's talk. And don't forget to be awesome every day.